So on this lineup, I observed that I am your only African American female Gen Xer. And that makes me the Oracle. And so what does it mean to be a Gen Xer? We're talking about growing out, but one of the things that it means is that I always say I'm old school. Not necessarily postal money order old school, right? And like, I have a little beef with us as Gen Xers. Sometimes I feel like we're not moving forward with the times. I tutor kids in chess and math. I substitute teach. Karen was talking about that. But when I talk to parents, I'm like, so this is how I get paid, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. And so this one mom goes, I don't have any of that. And I'm like, but that makes you suspect. Everybody else does, right? Like, are we writing personal checks? Like, those are the Dead Sea Scrolls. Are we reading? Can we even see what that says? So, modern times, like so many good things in these modern times. So, first of all, cannabis is legal in a lot of the states, right? Right. So my question is, when is weed going to smell legal? It still smells like a secret to me. Like, what they doing in there? What's going on? But thank God for modern times, because when I was in college, I did try to smoke. I was like no good at it. I was a faker, because all my cool friends smoked in the circle, and I wanted to be cool. But I was sitting there, puff, pass, and my friend next to me snatched the joint out my hand. She's like, we're not wasting good weed on you. You don't know what you're doing. So these modern times are particularly meaningful because now I can capitalize on the skills that I have, eating and eating candy. There are edibles. And I visited my first dispensary. So I was driving Lyft, and typically as a passenger, who's ridden? Everybody's ridden Lyft, right? Yeah. And every now and then you may talk to your driver about what's going on. Well, I talk to my passengers, and I need them to listen to me about what's going on with me. And me and a passenger agreed that maybe CBD, might be something that I could try. I felt a little anxious, a little out of balance, And I go into this place that looks like a cross between Whole Foods and the Apple Store, right? Because they're beautiful, right? It's beautiful in there. Looks kind of like in here, to be honest. And I was talking to, I'll just call her a barrister because that's what they all are these days. And I was explaining to her, I was like, hey, I think, got a little anxiety, I'm getting my son to school every day, but not really getting the dishes washed, not picking up the clutter, not doing the tax, but I've done the research. I think I'm an indica person, and I think that is what will help me. Now, when you're shopping and you forged a connection with one salesperson, don't you hate it when another salesperson kind of interlopes the situation? So this other girl slides down the counter and she goes, well, you sound like a sativa person to me. She says, I have multiple personalities, and sativa works well for me. I said, I don't have multiple personalities. I have two. I have the woman who wants to succeed and the scary trying to hold her back.